Hey, it's Dave, and you're watching Harpoon Dreams. I came to the club this morning to do a volunteer work detail, but as you can see, it is drizzling and the work detail was canceled. But there was something nagging me in my head. There was something I needed to do or get from the boat so that I could buy something, a piece, and I couldn't just order it online. I had to come to get something from the boat or to look at the boat to see exactly what I needed before I bought it. I couldn't remember what it was, so I left. When I got to the hardware store, I thought, I'll stop at the marine hardware store and walk around. Maybe it'll jog my memory. And just pulling up to the hardware store actually jogged my memory. What I need, and I realized this last week, is a different pin for this, where this boom attaches to the mast. It's called a gooseneck, and you see that hex nut right there where I'm pointing. It's a conventional hex carriage bolt with a hex lock nut on the other side, and that's great, but it would be a lot better if it was a push pin, so I didn't need two tools and two hands to take it off. Because when you take off the boom, especially if you're by yourself, you're holding the boom with one arm so it doesn't fall and break the boat or break the boom. You're lifting it out of the boom kicker that's right here behind me. You got a lot going on, whether you're by yourself or with another person. So it's a lot better if this piece right here is attached with a quick release pin. But I didn't know the dimensions. So I figured today, actually the hardware store was closed, so that forced me to come back here instead of guessing what size I needed. It forced me to come back here, and by the time I get this carriage bolt out and the boom disconnected, it will be the perfect time for me to jump in my truck over here and drive up to the hardware store that will just be opening, and they are great. They have all the stuff that boaters need. It's called Winkley's here in Hudson Bend. It's our favorite local hardware store, so there's a shout out to Winkley's. All right, I'm gonna now stop talking. I'm gonna get to work. So, all right. So, but in this bag of tricks now, I have my what I call a vice grip pliers, and I have well, there's garbage in here, and I have an adjustable here. So, yeah. So here I go. I got to do a couple things over here. First, I have to unsheath the mast, the boom rather. I can do that from here. All right, now the boom's unsheathed, so I could lift it up, I think. And I need to take it out of the boom kicker, and then I need to disconnect it. So here we go. All right, let's there we go. Boom kicker aside, boom is down. I probably should have done that afterward. So now I need two hands to do this, and that is disappointing. It would be great, because sometimes you might need to do this in an emergency. It would be great if I could simply pull a pin and slide it out of here. But I cannot do that. There we go. The boom is down. So I needed this hex carriage bolt in my hand when I go to the hardware store to get the exactly right size of pin, because if the pin is slightly off size, what happens is the ball bearings, they're not bearings, the balls that hold the pin in place do not do their job, and bad things might happen. So there we go. I got what I need. Now we're going to run to the hardware store and we're gonna get a quick release pin that's exactly the same size. I'll see you in a few minutes. We're back here at Winkley's and they're open, so let's go get us a quick release pin for our boom. So I need to replace this, I guess it's a carriage bolt that was holding my boom to my gooseneck. I want to replace it with a push pin that's exactly the same dimensions. You have stuff like that?
Maybe. Might have one that's this size.
Winkley's is great. They have everything. Well, not everything, but they have all the stuff we need. Oh, look at these. Look at this stuff. Look at all these blocks and cleats. Little tiny blocks.
Clevis pin or a quick pin?
No, a quick release that you. Yeah, that's kind of. I don't like the way they look, but ooh, $35. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. Now there's another type that has. Let me see. I think you guys might have them around this side. The maybe they're a little fancier. Oh, I thought I saw them here before. They have like a ring and a push button.
Yeah, these kind like that.
Ah, yeah. I don't know why I prefer those. These things look like stuff will get caught on them because they have that lip, and I'm not sure what. Oh, that lip protects it from being accidentally activated, right?
Yep.
How much does it prevent it?
Yeah.
That ring looks like it also would accomplish the same thing now.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so I got to buy 3 of these?
No, I saw them individual.
Oh, you will? Okay, super.
Yep.
Oh, they're $27 each?
They are.
Nice. Okay. Wow. Okay. Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yep.
So it's I think it's 1.5 inches by 1/4 inch. Is that what that's spec'd at?
This is 1/4 by 1.
Okay, but you think it'll go in there?
Yeah, I mean I might have one that's a little bit longer. 1.25 inches maybe.
That would be super duper.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit better. Yeah, that's gonna be just a hair longer.
That's great. I think that's great. And we're going to take it out of the bag, obviously. So let's check the bolt diameter because I'm nervous because it's only held in place by these tiny little balls, right? So that looks good, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, super. Let's go with that. All right, I'm back at the boat, and I got what I needed from Winkley's, which is this quick release pin. If you see it, it has a little button here that these balls here cannot be compressed unless you press this button, and then you'll see how one went in, see they go in. Okay, so that's going to replace the carriage bolt. I'm in the rain. This is getting wet, as well it would be when we're sailing. Rain's not a problem right now, but we're going to talk about what to do with stainless steel stuff or tools or metal things that you add and they get wet, including my tools that are in my bag. So we're going to talk about WD-40 right now. So things that have moving parts, when you first put them on, a lot of times trailers, things on your trailer, things like that, it's a good idea to have this cute little can of WD-40 right here, okay? So everybody, this isn't a plug, everybody uses WD-40. Anybody that's ever worked on a car or a boat, maybe aircraft, I don't know, they use WD-40. Usually they use it to break through, to loosen bolts that are rusted in place. But it has other purposes. So some people think it's a lubricant because it does have a side effect of lubricating things, and it does have petroleum products in it that are like oil. But what's WD-40 stand for? Water Displacement Formula 40. It pushes water out away from metal. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to show you what's the purpose of this, because now I can put my boom back in place in a few seconds without using any tools. That that is the perfect size. And as you'll see in my other video that you just saw, I kind of negotiated with the guy that maybe I needed a different size from the first one that he pulled out. And in fact, I did. I'll show you in a few seconds why I needed it a little bit longer than the first one he wanted to sell me. So that worked out great. And let's see if it comes out. Nothing is in there. It's in there good. I cannot pull it out. I'm really yanking on it and it won't come out. Let's see if it comes out when I push the button. Easy peasy, no problem whatsoever. Goes in. 2 millimeters of extra space are holding it. The balls are approximately 2 millimeters beyond where they needed to be, which is absolutely perfect. All right, so now I'm going to hit that with some WD-40 so I don't forget. All right, so now I just need to put my boom back in my boom kicker and into the crutch and shoot it down. There we go. My work here is done. Thanks for watching.